The New York Times has endorsed not one but two candidates for the Democratic nomination for president, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar from the party's moderate wing and Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren from the progressive wing.
The paper said on Sunday that it had chosen the two most effective candidates from the moderate and progressive sides of the party without stating a preference for either approach. It praised Warren as a gifted storyteller.
She speaks elegantly of how the economic system is rigged against all but the wealthiest Americans, and of our chance to rewrite the rules of power in our country, as she put it in a speech last month, the editorial said.
Klobuchar was described as the very definition of Midwestern charisma and grit.
Ms. Klobuchar speaks about issues like climate change, the narrowing middle class, gun safety and trade with an empathy that connects to voters' lived experiences, especially in the middle of the country, it said.
When mentioning another front-runner, the former Vice President, Joe Biden, the Times acknowledged his years of experience but also noted his age, 77, desire, and occasional gaffes.
It is time for him to pass the torch to a new generation of political leaders, the paper said, borrowing from President John Kennedy's inaugural address.
The paper mentioned Senator Bernie Sanders' age, 78, serious concerns about his health, and his unwillingness to compromise. The paper praised another of the front-runners, 38-year-old Pete Buttigieg, former mayor of South Bend, Indiana, as likely to have a bright political future.
The editorial ends with, "May the best woman win."
The newspaper changed its approach to presidential endorsements this year, airing footage of candidate interviews and details about the endorsement process on a special edition of The Weekly, the FX network series about the Times.
In previous election years it has often chosen a candidate popular with the party establishment. It endorsed Hillary Clinton in the Democratic primary in 2016 and over a charismatic but unproven newcomer, Barack Obama, in 2008.
In 2004 the Times endorsed John Kerry and in 2000 chose Al Gore. Each time it chose a candidate who was popular with the Democratic establishment and, except for 2008, the eventual nominee.